Yo, I'm gonna be making a back test. It's gonna be a back test video. I'm gonna back test two pairs. Um, back test two pairs. I'm gonna limit it to 3 trades per pair. And then I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna do an analysis from the hourly to the 15, and then 5 minute. I'm gonna enter on the 1 minute. So analysis is gonna be from 15 minute for the main key areas I'm gonna trade from, and then 5 minute refinement and 1 minute entry. And yeah, I'm gonna look for 3 trades on each, 6 in total. So this is gonna be the stats for like a week of trading. So I'm gonna backtest about 3 days for each one and see which one's the most optimal for me, and go from there. I'm gonna trade to the closest structural liquidity targets. Have a larger stop loss size because the trade setups are going to be based off of 10-15 minutes, so it's going to be pretty decent moves, especially if I'm entering on the 1 to 5 minutes. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to start off with I'm going to do oil. Actually, let me check here. Yeah, we're currently uploading into this area. So we can expect liquidation here. Yeah, I'm expecting buys. Buys would be great. Right now we liquidated this low. We're uploading here. So what we can expect is a liquidation here to liquidate further down here and then make the push above. Or we can get a liquidation here and get some sort of move to this. Or get a little bit down there. So let's see what we can find on the hourly. Ultimately would like to see all this cleared. But we did offload everything here. It's Tuesday. We just liquidated this. This is following order flow. Just purge that high. Let's do this to show the purge. That's ugly, so hold on. We can't expect shorts now, to be honest. Maybe one more liquidation here. But if order flow starts developing, take shorts to this. Yeah, so now this is cleared. And I would like to be playing from this area. Because here it didn't happen anything, so we're gonna take this liquidity and develop order flow. Because this is, let me just do a little diagram. Bruh. That works, I guess. But get these dumbass labels. This is protected. From here to here is where we'll get our offloading, because everything here is protected by order flow. So let's see if that theory holds true. I mean, I could just do this for a 1 to 3. And I could scale in. That was actually one scaling opportunity. Covering that high. Okay, so this one was when we got stopped out, because we were playing off with just order flow and supported order flow, so that was an L. But the RR was in place. So it's a loss. This one stayed true because, like I said, sub up is above this area. I don't know why I didn't realize that that was there. This should be the entire zone. And then this original entry is based off of the liquidation of that high. So the reason why we went to there, the summit, is because there's order flow lying there. So really this could be prevented, because this is more of like, this wasn't an optimal entry, this is an optimal entry, but that would have been break even, since we did get a reaction off of that order flow. But there's only one tap. But it was the second tap after the liquidation, so it's valid for a very risk aggressive setup. Just go log those later. Then here's another aggressive entry. Personally, if I wanted to enter aggressively here, I would enter here at the summit of price action, because it shouldn't clear out this high or this zone, but this zone could be cleared out, and it makes sense because I can just go to the summit of the area. So now we just see how this reacts. Break even. Yeah, so this one would have been a break even trade. This one, no. Interesting. You see, this is one setup. But one setup, 3 trades. Two break evens and 1 to 3. So that's trade setup 1. Could fix some break even rules here. For example, on this original break even, I entered here, and this was protected by order flow. So I could have, well, the break even here was valid, but here, break even had a zone that was still that still needed, or still could have been offloaded into. So it's cool to keep. That's something to keep in mind. yeah, on to the next one. Like I said, I still want this target to be taken out, so I mean I could get continuation entries if I really wanted to. I just don't know where. There's something here, I guess. I think I have to check, but personally this is something I wouldn't really want to enter on. Yeah, you can start getting some bullish retracements here, to be honest. Yeah, order flow there. If we took out this wick, it's perfect. I would actually enter. No. Good to zoom in really quick though. Yeah, beautiful order flow, liquidation of that. Go to the extreme. Yeah, okay, so entries here. This is risky. I would personally not enter on this. I just want to see how this plays out. Interesting. Okay. So we had a liquidation here. Now, I was thinking maybe this can hold because we're taking out the liquidity here and there's order flow here. But we decided to take out everything to fuel a higher time frame retracement. So this is probably the most valid setup because it's the extreme. This is extreme order flow for a retracement, and this is extreme liquidation for a push. Because if we didn't take this out, if this was just like this would be optimal. But since we took fuel here, we have enough fuel to refuel. Think logically there. So that would be a loss. This would be a nice entry on the liquidation of this. And since this is a higher, this refueled, we can expect possible retracement all the way up here, but ultimately there. Yeah, so the T. So yeah, since we haven't met the overall objective, there's no need to go all the way up here. So simple aggressive T-MIV price action. And the reason why I picked that specific area was due to the IRL. So it takes out that IRL and now flows right into order flow. Order flow being right here. So this is actually the IRL. So you can see perfect play there. So let me put this in as a loss. Personally would not have entered short there. maybe here after development, especially right here after this liquidation. We get the same pattern where it's a double liquidation. We liquidate a void, and then we liquidate the initial one. So this would be a very good entry. Be an optimal entry, to be honest. Especially since we're in alignment with everything. And then here, this shouldn't be taken up. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So, interesting there, interesting play. Dude, this is so stupid. Why does that have letters, bro? Alright, whatever. So that was a retracement play, not the last play I want to see. Are these longs? Let's see if these longs hold. Look at that botched spelling. Okay, let's get this target. Boom. Okay. You reacted a little bit too fast for me, buddy. You gotta go back. Okay. This entire area here is where we can look for longs. See if there's anything specific underneath here. Like I said, 5 minutes for refinement. Interesting. Let me see. This whole area is fine. I'm not gonna enter ultimately on the thing. But maybe there's some practical overflow here. Like this is like an ideal area. Here, below. Yeah, okay. It's very nice. Yeah, so this wasn't supported by anything, so it doesn't really make sense for that one. This one's the ideal one. And this liquidation. So here, in theory, is a protected area. Protected by order flow. Bonds, 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 bonds. And this is the area of insufficiency. So that is the refined area. Very nice. If you really wanted to, you can enter on this. Personally, I would, since it's a higher time frame setup. So that would be my initial entry, like I had one up here, to take this out. Now we could look for some refinements. something here is going to happen. Possible long from there, unless, well, yeah, we could follow through with this order flow and then completely just take this out and then move from this. So let's see, I would not answer on that. Yeah, okay. Now here's where we go long. Yeah, since, okay, my explanation here is that we have order flow here, reacted order flow there. We developed a strong sense of order flow liquidating. So developing a developing strength to take out this. If we didn't have all this strength, then we could have bounced off of this. But this just became a trap because we had strength on the opposite side. So now this gets taken out. And you can re-enter here. Yep. Perfect. Personally, I would want to tap into that, but this little offloading area is fine. You can enter on that, and then some order flow right there. And then boom, you get your stack in favor of that position. These would be break even. Partials, I mean, partials at that order flow. But we get to tap back into that order flow here. This thing's taking so long. Yeah, we get to tap back into this. I was literally just want to mention that there was insufficient areas that could still be offloaded. So with this one still running, but this one marked knocked out break even with an insufficient area. But here is a safe target. The reason why this one it's aggressive to go all the way up here is because we have order flow it's insufficient left here that has been offloaded to it, hence why we get a major drop. So now we continue this order flow and continue taking out highs, or we could develop a sense of strength here, get a liquidation right there, and come all the way down here, or then a push up. Yep, so you get a liquidation now, boom. Then you get a push up. It's ultimately clear the target. Okay. Yeah, so the reason why you came all the way down here is because we had areas to offload into that were insufficient. And the reason why we could have held here, or we had some sort of reaction here, is because we had order flow that was still sufficient. Yeah, so here, this order flow wasn't as strong higher time frame, but it could have been fine. But the thing is, we didn't take much fuel. So you can see this build-up phase, developing all those candles, clearing all these candles, clearing all this order flow here. Let me just mark this. Let me mark the money in a different color. I'm gonna make it yellow for gold. So here, build up of money there, build up of money here, build up of money here. Then we get that liquidation, tap into order flow, and then since we get all the money, we make a pump. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I haven't been on charts for months. I still got the sauce. So, total of 3R there. Possible 18R. 4R. 3R. So yeah, about 30R. On logical plays. So very nice, very nice, very nice. Beautiful. The losses, I gotta find the losses down because those can pile up, especially if I become emotional. And with TMT, those losses can really pile up if you stop thinking logically and objectively. So back test. I'm not gonna do the other pair because it'll take me too long. But interesting stuff.